if we look at what we have done recently at Insights, we also go beyond mobile as a method, which has been illustrated in surveys and communities up till now in this webinar. But many marketeers, many of our clients that we work with are working on mobile marketing, developing mobile apps in general. So it's a very hot research topic as a case. And so how does it go? How can we help, or how did we help brands when they wanted to develop specific apps? And the example I have here for you is a case that we did for Vodafone. Vodafone last year planned to launch 12 new app services in 9 different countries. And the goal of the project was really to see, okay, on the one hand, how can we help develop the apps? What should we be changing? What are the bugs? What are the errors? What is that people like? What is it that they don't like? And then the second phase, if we do launch an app, how should it be positioned? What should be the communication strategy for each country? What are differences in benefits? What are differences in needs that we need to capture? So what we did here was online pre-launch communities in different countries, combined with online discussion groups, which are synchronous versions where we gathered people on a specific platform and really probed on specific stuff that we saw in the community, as well as information that we thought would be better to capture in a live session, but also backed up by quantitative surveys to really see, okay, should we launch this app? How should we be ranking them? What's the importance really of what we're finding? And these participants got exclusive access to the app. They got weekly challenges to really, for us, discover their expectations and as well as the needs for new services. So one of the features here, of course, this was fully mobile enabled, but when people were using the app, it was very easy for them, for example, to take screenshots and share that through the mobile community app onto the platforms. And especially for, here in this case, really hands-on error finding, bug finding, reporting bugs is really what happened. That type of feature is very, very valuable. If you look at the results of what these pre-launch communities and online discussion groups, as well as surveys, resulted into, is that for Vodafone, launched 7 out of these 12 apps on the market. So that was quite a success to really be able to do that based on the research. And to support these launches, the results from the communities that we organized were threefold. We first of all developed a roadmap for the development team and saying, here's the prioritization of the apps, here's the prioritization of the bugs and the errors and what you really need to change. The second thing was we developed a consumer trial journey of the app's usage over time, starting at the expectation level of consumers all the way down to adoption, confirmed adoption, hopefully not discontinuation. And then the third thing the roadmap had was a go-to-market strategy to be able to provide Vodafone with the right messaging and positioning in the market. So this is a fourth, let's say, more application beyond method of how mobile provides value for market research. And the second, or the last aspect that I wanted to illustrate, next to we've looked at recruitment, we've looked at surveys, we've looked at communities, we've looked at mobile marketing. All of these could be combined in a way or could be done separately. But one of the things that we also have used mobile for to prove its value for market research is, in the reporting end, or in the, bringing across, conveying our findings to different target groups of clients and users of research. The example here, I won't elaborate. I think we have a separate case study on Heineken that has been published as well, which I'm sure you can get the white paper of if you would be interested. But the project was called Open Design Exploration and was about creating the club of the future. It had a couple of phases, but in a nutshell, what we did is we engaged with club savvy consumers, 120 to be exact, and we basically engaged with them in a community, and they really mapped for us their consumer journey, their nightlife journey. What are all the needs and the frictions that they encounter when going out, going from discovering, entering the bar, ordering a drink, dancing, all the way up to, taking a cab back home. Now, what we did was, or what we had in terms of need, we really needed to convey these results to Heineken, but also to designers in a second phase of that community, because the designers had to really use those consumer insights as basis for developing that club of the future, which was actually a pop-up bar in the design fair in Milan last year. But we really wanted to convey that message. And one of the things that we knew that wasn't going to work is that if we would give these designers a 60-slide deck PowerPoint or even book, they wouldn't open it, and they would definitely don't want to be or get the feeling of being told what to do and what not to do. So what we did is we developed this iPad app, because we know that designers all have some kind of tablet device. And what happened is, as you could see, when you click one of those red dots, they would get a consumer insight of exactly what it is that happens to a consumer when they are going out. And then the designers would basically use this as inspiration for coming up with new ideas about the club of the future. So you really should also be thinking about mobile devices and how it can help in reporting market research results. So that brings me to the end of the mission in space, if you want, where we think that as Insights Consulting, there's potential for mobile in the market research space in recruitment, surveys, communities, mobile marketing, as well as reporting. And there's a couple of things as takeaways that I want to give you. First of all, it's a new ecosystem, but let's see if we can use it to its best opportunity. And one of those opportunities is really recruitment, to then go on a higher level engagement with consumers. Let's not try to make the mistake and just translate what we do with regular surveys on that small real estate. That's not going to make the difference. Secondly, let's not forget about research opportunities of mobile marketing, both in terms of discovering consumer needs towards, for example, a mobile app, as well as evaluating the success of that mobile app. How successful it is once you put it on the market is also one of the great new opportunities. And then thirdly, mobile research definitely needs to new information. That is something that we cannot capture otherwise. We can capture it in the heat of the moment. We don't have to rely on recall all that much. And one of the great examples that we illustrated there is in online research communities and consumer consulting boards. So if you look at the value of mobile, it's really, on the one hand, there's an impact in efficiency. If you think about recruitment, it's really fast. There's an impact in the quality of information that we have. Think about the huge amount of photos that we could generate with this, but also the impact is also transformational, because we're allowed to capture information and moments that otherwise we're not able to do.